Welcome to Tourcron. If you are a traveler and love nature, you are at the right place. Please subscribe to us and press the bell icon. Earth is a beautiful and fascinating place to explore. Each continent has its unique blend of natural beauty, cultural heritage, and adventure opportunities, making them all worth exploring. Whether it is Asia, the world's largest continent, Africa, home to the most iconic wildlife, Europe, home to countless museums, cathedrals, and castles, North America, home to some of the vibrant cities and iconic landmarks, South America, continent of stunning natural beauty with the Amazon rainforest, and last but not least, Oceania, continent of breathtaking landscapes. These are our picks for the top 99 cities to visit on Earth. Port Louis, a bustling city and the capital of Mauritius. The port city was built in 1735 by French governor Maé de la Bourdonnais. Travelers to Mauritius will often start their trips in Port Louis, as it is the country's economic hub. History buffs and culture vultures will find colonial-era buildings to explore. Port Louis's history has been perfectly preserved over the years. Fort Adelaide was built in 1835 by the British. The well-maintained fort can be explored as you find out about Port Louis's history. The Cotton waterfront has many shops and restaurants to visit. You will also find Mauritius's oldest post office at the waterfront. Port Louis has a lot of charm thanks to the architecture throughout the city center. The Governor's House and Municipal Building are two iconic locations, and both are well worth snapping a few photos in front of. Port Louis is also home to Chinatown, where you can get authentic Chinese food. The Natural History Museum is home to a wealth of educational opportunities, giving you the chance to learn about the country's past. Bagan. It is a historical place in Myanmar that is famous for its Buddhist monuments from the 11th century. Bagan is also known as the Golden Land due to the number of its temples covered in pure gold. This city is home to more than 2,000 Buddhist temples and pagodas. The temples are spread out over a wide area around the river of the Ayeyarwady. Some places of interest in Bagan are the Shwezigan Pagoda, the Mahabodhi Temple, the Chuktadgi Temple, the Dhammasedi Temple, and the Tilimanlo Temple. These temples hold the most important archaeological sites in Myanmar. Bagan is also famous for its beautiful sunset, hot air balloon activity, busy local market, and Ananda Festival. So, if you can make it to Myanmar, Bagan will be a must-see destination. Uyuni. Most travelers drawn to Uyuni are mainly there to see the world-famous salt flats, which attract tourists from all over the world. Uyuni is a revered global destination and a bucket list item for many. The salt flat is the largest in the world, occupying over 10,000 square kilometers. The salt flats are covered by a layer of salt and reflect the sky, creating an optical illusion that makes the landscape look like a white desert with no horizon, and this creates a breathtaking environment. Perched in the Avaroa National Andean Wildlife Reserve, the Bolivian salt flats offer travelers a whimsical experience, and it featured several viral social media posts. The sprawling white salt desert is a captivating itinerary and phenomenon. Uyuni has several other facets that make it a unique escape. For example, the train cemetery, which was once a crucial transport hub at the height of the now collapsed mining industry, is a wonderful alternative for memorable photo ops. There's also an odd 22-foot tall rock shaped like a tree located on the outskirts of Siloli Desert that should make for a few Instagrammable photos. Hwange National Park, the biggest park in Zimbabwe, covering over 1,400 square feet of land. It is considered one of the best wildlife viewing destinations in Africa. The park has over 100 species of animals, giving a diverse wildlife experience to tourists. The best time to visit is during the months of June and October, since these are known as the dry months. Elephants travel long distances to reach Hwange's waterhole. You will be able to spot all kinds of animals coming to drink water in the early mornings. Moreover, you can book safaris of different kinds in which you can interact with wildlife such as lions, leopards, buffalo, and much more. You can spend a relaxing time at the camps. Hwange National Park offers a variety of accommodation options, from luxury lodges to more basic campsites. Some people also go to overnight camps in which you can enjoy the picnic sites and different traditional activities. With over 400 bird species, Hwange also offers birdwatching games for those who don't indulge in interactive wildlife safaris. Hunza. The Hunza Valley is one of the most spectacular places in Pakistan. The valley is surrounded by towering mountains. It is so peaceful and serene that it seems like a place from a fairy tale. There are a lot of things to do in Hunza, and you can book a tour to get the best out of your trip. The valley has been developed as a tourist destination with hotels and resorts to cater to tourists from all over the world. But the real beauty in this valley is the glaciers and its lakes that are surrounded by high, rocky mountains. Adabad Lake, Altit Fort, Borith Lake, and Batura Glacier are some of the most spectacular tourist spots in Hunza Valley. Paro. A breathtaking valley that evinces and glorifies Bhutan's rich history, is a true paradise for travelers. This valley, one of the broadest and most scenic in the Land of Thunder Dragons, expands its highly contagious beauty right from the point where the enticing Hwangchu River meets the Parochu River. From here, Paro's enchanting beauty reaches the lofty Mount Jomalhari. This beautiful valley is dotted with countless monasteries, temples, scenic spots, and tourist sites, providing visitors with a plethora of diverse events. Paro is a highly peaceful, serene beauty with clean air, surrounded by unleveled mountains, beautiful green fields, and historical buildings. The city's only international airport is located right here. Undoubtedly, Paro is a peaceful, historical town that is best explored on foot. Don't miss out on its magical sights. Bora Bora. For many, an ideal vacation entails sipping on a pina colada as you watch the sunset. In that regard, Bora Bora is one place that evokes such a paradisiac feeling. The idyllic island in the South Pacific Ocean is known for its crystalline blue seas, soft white sand beaches, and lush tropical landscape. The island is also home to a range of luxury resorts, spas, and some of the world's best diving sites. Bora Bora is an excellent destination for those seeking a romantic getaway, as the island offers a range of activities, such as kayaking, parasailing, and snorkeling. One activity that is making rounds on social media is snorkeling with sharks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience evoking a rush of adrenaline. Additionally, visitors can enjoy various cultural activities, such as visiting the island's local markets and museums, and one of the best ways to see these places littered across the island is by biking. You can rent a bicycle from the several bike rentals on the island and scour the flat-paved coastal road, 32 kilometers, seeing all that this French jewel has to offer. Danakil Depression, an interesting location that became a depression due to 3 tectonic plates hitting each other. It is one of the hottest and lowest points on the Earth. However, it is a top destination for many visitors. It is a top attraction in Ethiopia and has been called the Land of Death, the most alien place on Earth, and also the gateway to hell. There are sulfur hot springs, acid pools, and mountains of salt. The sulfur springs are a yellow color with neon green. The location is also home to one of the only 8 lava lakes in the world. Science fiction fans love the location due to the appearance, which is right off the minds of sci-fi writers. Oddly, a top tourist destination, mainly for the foul-smelling, extremely hot, and punitive location visitors continuously give rave reviews. Whether a helicopter tour or riding 4-wheelers, this is a trip worth making. El Nido, a place you should visit at least once in your life. It is a small island town located in the northern part of the Palawan province in the Philippines, known for its beautiful natural scenery. It's hard to believe that such a stunning place exists in this world. El Nido has white sand beaches, towering limestone cliffs, and lagoons with turquoise water. The limestone cliffs and rock formations surrounding the beaches are a sight to behold. It's not surprising that it has become one of the most popular tourist destinations in the Philippines. El Nido offers a wide range of activities such as island hopping, diving, snorkeling, kayaking, and hiking. El Nido is home to one of the best diving spots in Southeast Asia. This island town offers plenty of opportunities for adventure seekers. Pokhara, a beautiful city located in central Nepal. Pokhara is a fascinating place to visit for those seeking peace and tranquility. It is a weekend getaway situated in the foothills of the Himalayan range. The city is home to many lakes, which makes it an ideal location for fishing, boating, and picnics. The best way to explore Pokhara is by hiring a bike or renting a scooter or car. If you ever visit Pokhara, you should visit Gandruk Village, Sarankit, Poon Hill, and Phua Lake. These beautiful places are just a few of the many natural wonders that Pokhara has to offer. Pokhara is a beautiful city that offers a unique blend of natural beauty, adventure activities, cultural experiences, and a peaceful atmosphere. It is definitely worth a visit for anyone traveling to Nepal. Seychelles. If you want an iconic beach holiday, then set for Seychelles. This place can be a popular getaway for travelers seeking to escape the crowds and achieve a sense of calm isolation. Seychelles is well known for its beaches, with crystal clear waters and soft sandy shores. It is the exact image most people think of when dreaming of a beach holiday. There are lush jungles that fringe the beach and pristine waters that lap the shores. Seychelles is full of fabulous beaches, good food, great viewpoints, and breathtakingly beautiful sights. This place is everything that you hoped for and more. There's life underwater and life over water, and it is definitely worth visiting. Each day on this island can be spent on the beach, and the diversity of the beaches here won't bore you at all. Guyana Amazonian Park. This is the largest national park in France, whose goal is to protect Amazonian forest land. This covers 41% of the region. This is a must-visit destination, especially for people seeking adventure. This park is one of a kind. The park is only accessible by air or by using a canoe through one of two rivers. Along these rivers, you will observe where Native Americans still live, and it is home to several indigenous communities who have lived in the region for thousands of years. There are many great trails for hiking, with most trails posted with signage to be an aid for hikers. You may be lucky enough to see one of the tallest trees in the world, some as high as a 25-story building. Whether you are an avid nature lover or just looking for an adventure, the Guyana Amazonian Park is well worth a visit. Siem Reap, a charming city located in the northwestern part of Cambodia, known for its stunning ancient temples, rich history, and vibrant culture. This city is the gateway to the ruins of Angkor Wat Temple. When you will see the flag of Cambodia, you will see this temple on the flag. Angkor Wat Temple is one of the largest and most well-preserved ancient temples in the world. Angkor Wat is a complex of ancient temples that were built in the 12th century by the Khmer Empire. The temples are known for their intricate carvings, architecture, and historical significance. Watching the sunrise or sunset at Angkor Wat is quite beautiful and is considered one of the must-see experiences when visiting here. The city is surrounded by beautiful scenery, so you can enjoy the natural beauty of the region by taking a boat ride on nearby Tonle Sap Lake or by hiking through the countryside. Taipei. The capital city of Taiwan and the seat of government is a beautiful city known as Taipei. Taipei has a rich culture and has been developing rapidly, which is why it attracts hundreds of thousands of tourists every year. Taipei's food culture is worth exploring with its many street food stalls that offer delicious Taiwanese dishes like beef noodles, marinated pork rice, and stinky tofu. So, if you're a foodie, this city is a must-visit place for you. Taipei is also famous for its amazing architecture. There are many cultural landmarks in Taipei that include the National Palace Museum, Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, National Theater Hall, Miniatures Museum of Taiwan, and Bagan Temple. No matter wherever you go, you will witness iconic buildings and landmarks in this majestic city. Antananarivo, a colorful city filled with many historical places, viewpoints, and colonial architecture. The city's buildings feature colorful facades, ornate balconies, and decorative details that give it a distinct charm. Antananarivo is situated on a hill, providing stunning views of the surrounding landscape. Its contrasts with the green scenery make it appealing to the eye and relaxing to explore. You can find different viewpoints while wandering around. The upper town, which is decorated with a mixture of British and French architecture, the legendary artificial Lake Annecy, or its beautiful botanical garden that displays the intriguing collection of Malagasy wildlife. Other important landmarks are Andahelo Place, the Prime Minister's Palace, and some beautiful churches like the Anglican Cathedral, the Roman Catholic Cathedral of Andahelo, and the Church of Ambatonakanga. Other than these, Antananarivo is also blessed with a rich assortment of arts and entertainment, so you won't ever regret visiting this city. Cairns, known to be the gateway of two of Australia's most iconic destinations, the Great Barrier Reef and the Daintree Rainforest. Cairns is a vibrant tropical city located in far north Queensland, Australia. Cairns is also considered to be an outdoor city. Any outdoor activity can be enjoyed in Cairns, making it a great destination location. Cairns is a diver's paradise and a land of adventure for adrenaline junkies. The Great Barrier Reef is one of the most popular getaway destinations for many. The natural beauty and the spectacular reefs, along with the ancient rainforests, will all delight and thrill visitors. The Great Barrier Reef is a location that can be seen from space. It is also part of the World Heritage Sites. Many learn to snorkel, dive, and admire the aquatic life here at the Great Barrier Reef. The Daintree Rainforest is one of the oldest and most diverse rainforests in the world. Take a guided tour or hike through the forest to see exotic plants, animals, and birds. You can also take a hike or a scenic drive through Barren Gorge National Park, which features rugged mountains, rainforests, and waterfalls. Lofoten Islands. If you are looking for one of the most beautiful places in the world, you should go to Lofoten Islands in Norway. These islands can be found in the northern part of Norway, and there are hundreds of islands. The Lofoten Islands have a rich cultural history, dating back to the Viking Age, and are known for their dramatic, rugged landscapes featuring towering mountains, deep fjords, pristine beaches, and picturesque fishing villages. The islands offer endless opportunities for hiking, kayaking, fishing, and other outdoor activities. When you go to Lofoten Islands, you should visit Svolvær. This is the largest town in the area, which even has its own airport. The houses are truly special since they have dozens of traditional wooden homes. The Lofoten Islands are one of the best places in the world to see the northern lights. Visitors can see the aurora borealis dance across the sky from late September to early April. Zanzibar. The evocative name draws strong comparisons to the spices that waded through the islands centuries ago. The Indian Ocean archipelago has recently been turning heads and piquing the interest of several travelers with its Baroque Omani imperial architecture and soft sand beaches kissing the crystalline green seas. If you've ever wondered what a trip to paradise feels like, Zanzibar is the truest replica. Tourists are often caught between heading for the history-clad town or the breathtaking coastline, with either direction just as promising and endearing. The local markets in the old town offer priceless souvenirs and other authentic treats, whereas the historic stone town and charming fishing villages make for a beautiful day trip. In addition, there is also plenty of water sport activities to do, such as scuba diving, snorkeling, and others. The scrumptious cuisines and the several restaurants littered across the island strongly resonate with its rich spice history. With its countless historical sites and breathtaking beaches, it's easy to see why Zanzibar is an increasingly residual bucket list item for travelers. Český Krumlov. Situated in the South Bohemian region of Czechia is the popular city of Český Krumlov. It's a sight to see with its stunningly well-preserved Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque architecture. It's also uniquely placed on both banks of the Vltava River. Amazingly, the historic town center has the same layout as the Middle Ages and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In the middle of the old town is Fornosti Square, a major highlight of the city. Additionally, several beautiful churches and museums scatter the town, including one dedicated to the famous painter Egon Schiele. Lastly, you can't miss the Český Krumlov Castle, which is among the largest castles in Central Europe and has over 40 buildings. As one of the most popular towns in Czechia, it has so much to offer travelers, from cozy pubs, sweet desserts, amazing coffee, and delicious riverside eateries. La Paz, recognized as the seat of the government in Bolivia. Loaded with scenic views that are truly unbelievable, La Paz is a busy location, perfect for tourists. There's snow-capped mountains to see, ancient ruins, and historic sites that will leave you in a state of awe. Filled with landmarks, points of interest, and even sports complexes, La Paz is home to many geological formations and parks that are amazing and beautiful. There are lookouts perched in so many convenient areas that allow you to see for what seems like miles. The Basilica of St. Francis is one of the many historic landmarks and buildings for sightseers. Besides the water sports, there's rock climbing, bungee jumping, escape rooms, and so many fun activities that will wear you out with all the fun. There's also assorted nightlife, clubs, restaurants with superb food, and lodging for a great night of rest. The fun never stops in La Paz. Reykjavik, capital of Iceland and the northernmost capital in the world. Situated on the stunning Faxaflói Bay, Reykjavik is a must-visit for anyone traveling to Iceland. The city is home to a wide variety of attractions, including the striking Hallgrímskirkja Church, the iconic Harpa Concert Hall, and the Icelandic Phallological Museum. Yes, that's a museum dedicated to phalluses. Reykjavik is also a great place to sample some of Iceland's famous seafood, with plenty of restaurants specializing in fresh fish and lobster. And no visit to Reykjavik would be complete without seeing the Northern Lights. These natural wonders can best be viewed from late September to early April, when they are visible in the skies over Reykjavik. So, whether you're interested in culture, food, or nature, Reykjavik has something for everyone. Reykjavik is a vibrant city with plenty to see and do. Petra. The opening theme of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade probably just played in your head as soon as you laid eyes on Petra, Jordan's iconic sights. It's true that the movie's Holy Grail was filmed here. There's more to Petra than Hollywood, though. You're looking at a city that's half carved into the rock. On all sides, it's pressured by vibrantly colored mountains, passages, and gorges. Once upon a time, the Nabatean Empire between 400 BC and AD 106 called this its home and capital. So how can you navigate this nearly long-lost city? Start with the open Bab al-Sik Road. The Sip once stood as the city's ancient entrance. Even as you pass by, you'll see carved monuments that will stop you in your tracks. Follow the famous treasury by the Street of Facades and its arsenal of monuments and tombs. Panama City. This capital city of Panama is the place to vacation and make lifelong memories. Filled with life that is almost too perfect that you need to know where there's some that have to be imperfect. The culture, the history, and the sights are all worth paying attention to. There are many miles of gorgeous beaches, cabanas along the coast, and some are situated over the water. Loads of marine life to see. The food is absolutely astonishing and filling. The food scene is actually very diverse, and it is led by top chefs worldwide. Sightseeing is available for the historic architecture, Panama Canal, as well as Tobago Island. The nightlife in Panama City, Panama, seems to go on forever. Be sure to hike through the lush forests while visiting. Canaima National Park. Occupying roughly 12,000 square miles, the Canaima National Park is one of the largest anywhere in the world. The park borders not only Venezuela, but also Guyana and Brazil. Visitors will view almost every terrain, from beautiful mountains and hills to grassy savannas and dry plain-type areas. Angel Falls drops down into a local tropical forest, which is the world's largest waterfall, and it's just so wonderful to watch this. There are numerous falls that tourists can view and enjoy. The ability to backpack, relax, or swim in one of the lagoons could fill your days. However, a tour guide is needed to go through the national park. This is strictly for safety purposes. The park is loaded with lookout towers, caves, and caverns, as well as many geological formations. One can enjoy hiking tours, camping tours, and boating tours. There are also options for plane flyovers to get a grand scale view. St. Lucia. St. Lucia is a popular haunt of the rich and famous. Celebrities, politicians, and other well-to-do individuals have made the island a popular travel destination for years. The reason St. Lucia is so popular can be seen right after you get off the airplane. Outdoorsy travelers will love the glorious beaches with their pristine sands. Snorkeling, swimming, and boating are the ideal activities for travelers seeking the fun. High-end resorts and hotels are available for travelers looking to be pampered. Some resorts feature 24-hour butler and catering services, giving you the chance to live life like royalty. Foodies can fall in love with the local cuisine, while culture vultures can day trip to different sites. One of the island's most unique destinations is Sulphur Springs, situated on the hillside of a dormant volcano. You can relax in its hot mud, which is completely relaxing and great for your skin. Zhangjiajie. You will recognize this place from the movie Avatar, The Floating Mountains. Zhangjiajie is known for its breathtaking natural landscapes, featuring towering sandstone pillars, deep gorges, and lush forests. The area is part of the Walingyuan Scenic Area, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that includes several national parks and nature reserves. Zhangjiajie's most famous feature is its towering sandstone pillars, which rise up to 200 meters high and are a popular destination for hikers and rock climbers. Visitors can enjoy a variety of outdoor activities, including hiking, rock climbing, ziplining, and mountain biking. The area's stunning scenery provides a perfect backdrop for these activities. Zhangjiajie is worth a visit for its stunning natural beauty, outdoor activities, unique cultural experiences, and connection to the movie Avatar. The area is a must-visit for nature enthusiasts, adventure seekers, and culture lovers. Barbados. A tropical island with gorgeous natural beauty. The island experiences incredibly comfortable weather throughout the year. Bathsheba and Silver Sands Beach are two of the best places to spend a day. The pristine beaches are ideal for slow, relaxing days under the Caribbean sun. Barbados weather and beaches aren't the only reasons to explore the island. You'll find other activities including caving, snorkeling, boating, and hiking. Natural beauty and outdoor activities are great reasons to explore Barbados. But if you want to live the island nightlife, you're in luck. Beach parties and bars are the epicenters of nights out on the island. Locally crafted rums are a drink favorite and fuel many great nights out. Whole Town and St. Lawrence Gap are popular destinations for partygoers. If you want to delve deeper into Barbados culture, spend a day at the Food and Rum Festival. Lagos. The major business and economic hub for Nigeria. It is quite often considered to be the financial, entertainment, and cultural capital in all of Africa. Lagos has a lot for tourists to see and enjoy. All the possibilities make a trip to Lagos very worth it. The nature and wildlife parks have a wide assortment of animals that may be seen on a trip through the park. There are also historical sites and parks. You can enjoy boat tours, museums, fun, and games, as well as landmarks and occasional hiking. For families, there are more water parks with water activities. For adults, casinos and gamblings, and some crazy nightlife to enjoy. The Black Heritage Badakai Tour is one tour to be sure you book. This is one that is unforgettable. Quito. A city built on the foundation of ancient Incan ruins, Quito is situated high up in the Andes Mountains. The city's center is a well-preserved set of buildings, religious buildings, and other churches from the 16th and 17th centuries. Many of the religious buildings are very ornate and a true beauty to see. The city itself is part of the UNESCO World Heritage Center. Quito is a green city, and the parks show that. These are perfect spots for children to run and burn off some energy. Other activities could include climbing the Belisca Towers, history museums, complete with citywide festivals. You can ride a tram high above the city to take in even more beauty from a higher elevation. There are walking tours available, private sightseeing tours, and horseback riding. There are nature and wildlife areas, national parks, and so much more to entertain all ages. Montego Bay. Located on the northern end of Jamaica, Montego Bay is loaded with many great resorts. Tourists can enjoy some cave exploration, river tubing, snorkeling, and other water sports, as well as get their fill of traditional and non-traditional Jamaican foods. One extremely popular activity that tourists seem to enjoy is the horseback riding tours through the farmlands. A bit of movie history that one can take part in this day is running a bobsleigh on Mystic Mountain. Yes, for those that thought it was just a movie, it was based on the true-life Jamaican bobsleigh team. Set sail on the way to Negril and check out the multitude of marine life that can be seen. Before you end your trip, visit Rick's Cafe, where while eating, you can also watch the famous cliff divers jump from the cliffs to the clear water. Etosha National Park, a wildlife sanctuary in the northwest of Namibia. The park was established in 1907 and covered an area of 22,270 square kilometers. Etosha is home to many rare and endemic species of animals, including the black rhinoceros, the cheetah, and the elephant. The diversity of creatures in the park is due to Etosha's various habitats, including savanna, sand plains, wetlands, and salt pan. Visitors to the park enjoy game drives, safari walks, and bird watching. The real fun is visiting the famous salt pan situated in the heart of the place. Etosha Pan covers an area of 4,730 kilometers. It is the lowest part of the Kuvalai Etosha Basin that is also visible from space. Whenever it rains in northern Namibia, this Etosha Pan fills with water, and thousands of birds, including white pelicans, flamingos, and blue cranes, take the opportunity to drink and bathe in the pan. It is a wonderful sight to see. Queenstown. New Zealand is the country with the most diversity when talking about natural beauty. This country is blessed with gorgeous landscapes and wildlife. Queenstown is just the same. It is a town located on the South Island, and this place offers spectacular scenery against the dramatic Southern Alps. Queenstown is undoubtedly the most famous spot in New Zealand for tourists. Unlike other places on South Island, Queenstown offers a more positive and activity-focused approach instead of a relaxed and absorbed approach. Here you can do a lot of activities like bungee jumping, hiking, and skiing on Mount Cardona. Queenstown Hill is the most hyped place, and rightfully so. Once you get there, you understand what the hype was about. The view is breathtaking. Queenstown is like a hub of adventure. It is a place that is bursting with adrenaline and fun, and once you are here, you will fall in love with this place. Queenstown and the surrounding areas were used as locations for several scenes in the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy. The town of Arrowtown, which is near Queenstown, was also used as a filming location for some scenes. Machu Picchu, a 15th century citadel located in Peru on a mountain range. Machu Picchu was named one of the 7 wonders of the world in 2007. Machu Picchu sits above sea level in the middle of a tropical mountain forest. It is a historic sanctuary that has captivated tourists for generations. This citadel is made up of temples, monuments, palaces, terraces, walls, and water channels. It is still a curious historic question as to how the Inca people were able to cut these stones and create this modern-day wonder of the world. While around Machu Picchu, visitors will see beautiful flora, fauna, and so many amazing and seemingly miraculous sights, such as the Temple of the Sun, the Temple of Condor, and more. Indeed, this place cannot be missed when in Peru. Madeira. Located in the North Atlantic Ocean on the southwest side of Poland, is a warm and peaceful Madeira region of Portugal. This region is known for its lush landscapes, waterfalls, mountain ranges, history, and culture. Madeira offers a lot of things to do for tourists, like hiking, swimming in the ocean or in pools at hotels, and exploring the island on a bicycle or on foot. The city of Funchal in the Madeira region is also a very popular tourist destination because it has some of the most beautiful beaches in Europe. The ones that must not be missed on your trip to Madeira are Formosa Beach, Machico Beach, Ponta do Sol, and Porto da Cruz. If you want to enjoy your day in the city, you can visit Parque Forestal de Queimadas, which is a mesmerizing laurel forest. You can also visit the Monte Palace Tropical Garden, Palhiro Gardens, or Funchal Cable Car. Belize City. Although a small city, Belize has an abundance of things to do. There are caves that can be explored, snorkeling, or some of the best fishing in the world. Birdwatchers would enjoy sightseeing and getting a glimpse of over 500 species of birds. History buffs can enjoy a trip to the Mayan ruins that can be seen. Water enthusiasts will enjoy tubing through the caves to see the Mayan underworld. Within these caves, tourists will also get to see the Mayan drawings on the walls, glyph writings, and possibly the skeletal remains of those who had been sacrificed. There are also ziplining, horseback tours, and gorgeous waterfalls that lead to stunning pools to relax in. Classic Mexican cuisine is available everywhere for tourists to enjoy. San Jose. The capital city of Costa Rica, San Jose, is famous for its breathtaking national parks, world-class museums, and active nightlife. The vast majority of Costa Rica's museums and cultural sites are in San Jose, making it the perfect stop for history lovers. The Museo del Jade, Pre-Columbian Gold Museum, and National Museum of Costa Rica allow you to explore Costa's history, study its many artifacts, and learn about this country's unique culture. For art lovers, the National Theater of Costa Rica is a stunning building to witness, and a work of art in itself. Inside the impressive structure, you can watch a performance or two, including opera, ballet, plays, and classical concerts. Outside, make sure to visit Alum Rock Park. Beirut. One of the first delectable scents that will reach you is the waft of manakish, the famous hot bread served with za'atar or cheese. You've got your first taste of the city. Warning, the rest is just as addictive. If you're looking for one of those calm, contemplative cities, Beirut is not your destination. But if you're looking for a city that's brimming with life, with nightlife, with fashion, a city that's the definition of a city that never sleeps, then Beirut, Lebanon should be your next stop. With a combination of Eastern and Western qualities, Beirut is the best of both worlds. It has its museums, its restaurants, its natural views such as Mount Lebanon Range, amazing temples such as the Temple of Bacchus and Jupiter, its waterfront views, and it even has ancient Roman ruins. Rio de Janeiro, a highly popular vacation location. It is one of the most famous cities in Brazil, known for its stunning beaches. It is a large seaside community. Of course, you cannot miss Copacabana Beach. It is famous for Copacabana Beach and Ipanema Beach. The Christ Redeemer statue is set up on Monte Corcovado. Sugarloaf Mountain is a granite peak that has cable cars that travel all the way to the top. Rio de Janeiro also offers a rich cultural experience with a mix of Portuguese colonial history and Afro-Brazilian influences. To describe Rio de Janeiro would be easy for the most part, filled with beautiful beaches, samba music, and wondrous beauty in every corner and every corner you look. There are so many uncountable activities to do in this city. All of the beauty and scenery do not include the historic landmarks, monuments, and other points of interest. So many national parks, forests, and other sites that need to be seen to believe. Faroe Islands. Situated in Denmark, a self-governing Danish archipelago of 18 islands in the northern Atlantic offer a truly unique experience. The Faroe Islands have a distinct cultural identity, with a rich history and traditions dating back to the Viking Age. The Faroe Islands are perfect for the nature adventurer. The landscapes in the whole region are breathtaking, with dramatic fjords, waterside villages, massive cliffs, and hidden beaches. You can bicycle, hike, birdwatch, sail, ride horses, and much more. The biggest city is the capital of Tórshavn on the island of Streymoy, where nearly half of the population lives. There, you'll find turf-roofed wooden houses, churches, and museums, and you can catch a great meal of fish, lamb, potatoes, and other Faroese cuisines. If you want to venture to this remote archipelago, make the most of it by traveling to the less visited islands, such as Mykines, Tinganes, and Gjógava. Be sure to pack layers when visiting the Faroe Islands, as the weather can shift throughout the day. Kyoto. One of the oldest municipalities in Japan and has grown to be one of its biggest cities as well. The city is home to 1.46 million people, with an estimated 3.8 million people living in the area called Greater Kyoto. When you get to Kyoto, it can be hard to choose how to spend your time as there's so much to do and see here. The city is called the cultural capital of Japan as well, and some of its best highlights are even on the World Heritage Site list from UNESCO. One of the best places to visit in Kyoto is the Fushimi Inari Taisha temple area. You can look and walk through the gorgeous red arches, which lead to a temple. Another fun area to visit is the geisha district, called Gion. It's a very old neighborhood with all kinds of traditional Japanese buildings and tea houses. If you love nature, visit the golden pavilion called Kinkakuji. This is an old temple next to a lake, and the scenery is simply stunning. Almaty, the largest city in Kazakhstan and one of the most popular tourist destinations in Central Asia. The city is located in the southeastern part of the country, at the base of the Tian Shan Mountains. Almaty is a vibrant, cosmopolitan city with a rich history and culture, and is known for its leafy parks, outdoor cafes, and vibrant nightlife. The city's museums and galleries offer a glimpse into Kazakh history and various aspects of Kazakh life. For those interested in outdoor activities, Almaty offers opportunities for hiking, climbing, skiing, and horseback riding. The scenic mountain backdrop provides a beautiful setting for these activities. In addition, Almaty is home to many restaurants and cafes, offering a variety of cuisines to suit every taste. Whether you're interested in exploring Kazakh history and culture or enjoying the outdoors, Almaty has something to offer everyone. Bled. One of Slovenia's most well-liked tourist spots is Lake Bled. Lake Bled, which is in the Julian Alps, is as serene as it appears in pictures, and is just as unreal as you would expect. The lake hosts a wide range of water activities in the summer, including rowing competitions, and in the winter, it transforms into a massive ice skating rink. Lake Bled is the ideal day excursion from Ljubljana. Of course, a walk around the lake is the ideal way to begin your trip in Lake Bled. It will take between 1 and 2 hours to cover the entire lake on foot. You might want to stop and take photographs, as it is a very picturesque place. The ideal vantage point for seeing the lake from above is from Mala Azojnica, and to complete this hike, it will take around an hour. Cappadocia, a region in central Turkey known for its unique geological formations, rich history, and cultural heritage. This place is famous for its unusual rock formations, including fairy chimneys, cave dwellings, and underground cities. These unique geological formations were created by volcanic eruptions and erosion over millions of years. The area's surreal landscapes have made it a popular destination for photographers, adventurers, and nature lovers. Visitors can explore Cappadocia's historic sites, including the Gorim Open Air Museum, the Kamikli Underground City, and the Derinkiyu Underground City, which are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Cappadocia offers a wide range of activities, including famous hot air balloon rides. You enjoy hiking, horseback riding, and mountain biking too. Cappadocia has a rich local culture that visitors can experience through traditional music, dance, and cuisine. The area is famous for its pottery, carpets, and other handicrafts, which make great souvenirs. Masai Mara National Reserve, a lush green wilderness situated in the Great Rift Valley of Narok, Kenya. The reserve's flora and fauna underscore its strong African influence. Elephants, lions, hippos, zebras, and cheetahs are some of the animals possessing this first-class protected natural landscape. This World Heritage Site stretches over 580 square miles and consists of beautiful savanna plains. It is also a site for Africa's annual wildebeest migration. Every year, millions of wildebeests, zebras, and many other species, especially the big cats, migrate north for Serengeti National Park to Masai Mara National Reserve. This annual event is known as the Great Migration and is a phenomenal spectacle. There are 2 ways you can witness the great wildlife of this reserve. 1, you can take a Jeep safari ride. It will drive you through the savanna plains, letting you see the animals up close. 2, you can enjoy the hot air balloon safari, where you fly above the plains. You can also visit the tribal village of Maasai, which is located on the southern side of the National Reserve. Bukhara, a destination on the Silk Road, which connected Europe and Asia. The city was a point on the trail in which weary travelers and traders stopped off to stay over or sell their goods. Due to the different people that passed through Bukhara, the city developed over the centuries with various cultures. Today, Bukhara is one of the highlights of a trip to Uzbekistan. The city's sacred religious sites may not be as grand as other places, but their humbleness makes them even more splendid. Bukhara is an oasis, and legend says Job performed a miracle by bringing water out of the sandy desert beneath it. The Spring of Job Mausoleum is a place of worship many Uzbeki people visit. Bukhara is packed with UNESCO World Heritage Sites. But those aren't the only reasons to explore the city. The cuisine is unique to Uzbekistan, and it is influenced by the local Jewish community, which has been in the area for more than 3,000 years. Algiers. One aspect you cannot miss when you arrive in Algiers is all the whitewashed buildings of the Kasbah. You will see Medina with its winding streets, a ruined citadel, as well as the Ottoman palaces. The Great Mosque has a huge marble column on either side, and of course, there is a minaret on top. There are some steep forested hills that form a background to this historic site. These can be seen as you tour the Basilica de Notre Dame of Afrique. There are many beautiful and well-manicured gardens that are always open to be viewed. The neighborhoods have some market stands that sell local goods such as food, clothing, and souvenirs. A wide variety of locations to rest up after a long day. Can't miss dining experiences with all types of cuisines to enjoy. Rhodes. Known as the Island of the Sun, Rhodes is a beautiful city located in the Dodecanese Islands. It is also a popular tourist destination in Greece due to its lovely beaches, medieval sites, and delightful views. There are many things to do and see in this amazing city, such as visiting the Archaeological Museum of Rhodes, which is one of the most popular museums in Greece. It has a rich collection of artifacts from ancient civilizations, like the Minoans and Mycenaeans that inhabited what is now called Rhodes. You can also visit the Church of Agios Nikolaos in this city, which is one of the most well-known churches in Rhodes because it houses a large number of icons and other religious artifacts which are hundreds of years old. Other great places to visit in Rhodes are the medieval town of Rhodes, the Church of St. John, and the Palace of the Grand Masters. Nice. One of the must-visit cities in France is Nice, situated on the beautiful French Riviera. As a huge tourist destination, Nice has both a relaxing beach atmosphere and a bustling city feel. Wander down the seaside Promenade des Anglais, where you'll be just a few feet from sunbathers on the beach. Another great spot is Old Town, where cafes and open markets line quaint narrow alleyways. Place Masséna is more popular with locals and is a great starting place to explore the city on foot. Nice also has a long artistic tradition. You can explore this history through many art collections, such as the Marc Chagall National Museum, that scatter the city. For a panoramic view of the city and the coast, visit the popular Castle Hill of Nice. Nice is a gem on the French Riviera that won't leave anybody disappointed. Cape Town. South Africa is the mother city of the country. Cape Town is a great destination for outdoor enthusiasts, with a variety of activities to enjoy, including hiking, biking, and water sports. The town is known for Table Mountain. Table Mountain is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Cape Town is known for its biodiversity, stunning, sandy beaches, fabulous foods, as well as colorful crafts sold throughout the marketplaces. Cape Town has become a thriving metropolis filled with creativity, ever-increasing art world, and fantastic dining. Besides Table Mountain, be sure to visit the Boulders Beach Penguin Colony, as well as Constantia Valley. Constantia Valley has great nature and wildlife areas. The stunning sheer mountain cliffs are located at Cape Town Central, filled with beauty and danger if you get too close. While in Cape Town, make the effort to go on the Big 5 Safari. This is a full-day guided safari. Overall, Cape Town is a great destination to experience natural beauty, learn about new cultures, and enjoy outdoor activities. It is definitely worth a visit for those looking to explore this vibrant and exciting city. Buenos Aires. As the capital and primary city of Argentina, Buenos Aires is the top spot for tourists and vacationers. The center of the city is Plaza de Mayo and is lined with the 19th century buildings, including the iconic palace of the previous president, as well as museums, theater, and an opera house. Although Buenos Aires is situated 150 miles from the ocean, there is still tons of fun water activities that can be had and enjoyed. Every corner of Buenos Aires, including the neighborhoods, all seem to have their own distinct feeling. There are boat tours, day tours, scenic drives, and some historic areas just waiting to be viewed. Lodging ranges to fit every budget, and the variety of cuisine is delightful and gives you the opportunity to taste the way foods you love can be made when done with a different flair. If the young ones get bored taking tours, visit the amusement parks or let them run off some energy in the city parks. Mazatlan. This city is a beautiful jewel with many activities to take part in. The warm, sunny weather never ceases, and visitors are always active and eager. The beaches are beautiful. Every one of them is unique, and there's something for everyone when it comes to what kind of vacationer you are. Also, their attractions are not limited to the beach. There's also the famous Plaza Machado, Historic Center, El Faro Lighthouse, Historic Cathedral. Mazatlan City is also famous for its beachfront boardwalk. This boardwalk is a great place to go during the day or in the evening. During the day, you can see amazing shops and restaurants from there. In the evening, you can enjoy a picnic along the boardwalk coast with your friends, family, and people from your community. Bergen. It is a great city in Norway. This special city is a European city of culture and a World Heritage City, and it can offer its visitors numerous amazing experiences as well as show them their amazing culture. You can find the city in the middle of the fjords in Norway, and in this area, you will be able to enjoy nature, their culture, and all kinds of attractions. One of the best things to visit in Bergen is the fjords, of course. These are actually on the UNESCO World Heritage List, and it's simply breathtaking. If you love food, you should definitely visit their fish market and try some of their famous seafood. Another fun activity is to take a hike on one of their 7 mountains. But this is only if you want to be really active, of course. Marrakesh, a town that bustles with activity at all times of day and night. The sounds of calls to prayers were heard everywhere in the town. Sights that you would only expect to see in the movies with the snake charmers, women walking through the streets selling henna tattoos, children running in the streets with their hands out, almost begging for coins. Marrakesh is not all like this. This was a portion of the town that is not seen as often, but should be if nothing else but the history. Often called the Red City, I assume due to all the clay that is used in buildings and roads. There are quiet streets to explore, the neighborhoods with small market shops, beautiful gardens, and phenomenal architecture. Camel rides can be had, as well as great dining and fabulous locations to stay at. Be sure not to miss the palaces and the gardens throughout Marrakesh. It is not a difficult task to get lost as you walk through the streets of Marrakesh. Be sure to hire a well-recommended guide or stick to tours when you travel. Montevideo, the capital and largest city of Uruguay, Montevideo is a charming city with a rich cultural heritage, vibrant nightlife, and a relaxed atmosphere. Plenty of clear blue coastline to enjoy, and is loaded with activities for both young and old. There is a children's farm, museums, and water activities. Montevideo is filled with culture, gastronomy to please anyone, and lodgings to fit any budget. You can go on scenic walks, visit points of interest, landmarks, and museums. Visitors will also enjoy the street markets, as well as the flea markets. Take an afternoon or evening and visit the local theater. Take a walking tour and check the architecture of ancient and current religious buildings, and also the historic landmarks. The nightclub plays a wide variety of music for dancing or listening enjoyment. The cuisine ranges from deli to street fare and varies in ethnicity, meaning there is food for all to enjoy. Auckland, the most famous and one of the major cities, is located on the North Island of New Zealand. Auckland is known for the perfect mix of city sophistication and a stunning natural environment. Auckland is also the largest city in New Zealand. The town has plenty of amazing sights to see: malls, eateries, museums, galleries, and theaters, while at the same time, it offers the most stunning views of natural beauty and some peaceful, therapeutic natural landscapes. The sunset on the beaches here is magnificent, and hiking in Hunua Ranges takes you to a therapeutic time with nature away from the city. Besides all that, the city's nightlife is also fascinating. The city literally never sleeps, and if you have any doubt about that, visit Auckland's night markets. You can visit the iconic Sky Tower, which stands at 328 meters and offers stunning panoramic views of the city. Auckland also has several excellent museums, including the Auckland Museum and the Museum of Transport and Technology. Auckland has some amazing and delicious food, too. Honolulu. As the largest and most important city in Hawaii, Honolulu has beautiful natural scenery, beaches that extend for miles, and the perfect tropical climate. Not only is Honolulu home to the Pearl Harbor Memorial, but it is also known as the location for the only royal castle in the USA, and so much more. Hawaii has a total of 132 islands, but only 7 are lived on. Popular tourist attractions include tall active peaks, active volcanoes, and many wildlife refuges. Honolulu has activities for tourists of all ages, from hiking and snorkeling to relaxing and climbing, learning the local traditional luau dancing, and enjoying the Hawaiian cuisine and culture, all add to the top reasons to visit such a beautiful island. Hawaii is the one location you can visit to enjoy it all. Geneva. The cosmopolitan city of Switzerland is surrounded by mountains and water. Situated close to the French border, Geneva is filled with great nature and urban opportunities. You can't miss Old Town, which has St. Peter's Cathedral and the Chapel of the Maccabees, Bastion Park, and the Reformation Wall. Additionally, the Jardin Anglais and the Flower Clock are popular with locals and tourists alike. Get even closer to Lake Geneva to visit Parc de la Grange and Parc des Avives, and take a dip in Bain de Paquet, a swimming spot in the middle of the city. Additionally, Geneva has many museums, a botanical garden, concert halls, and sculptures throughout the city. The public transportation is easy to use, and the whole city is sparkling clean, making for an overall pleasant and relaxing experience in the French-speaking region of Switzerland. Banff. Nestled in the Canadian Rocky Mountains, Banff, Canada is surrounded by snow-capped peaks, as well as trembling aspen, Douglas fir, and white spruce trees. Established in 1885, Banff National Park is one of Canada's most well-known and visited natural wonders. Natural thermal springs at the Cave and Basin National Historic Site have been constructed with visitors in mind. An impressive boardwalk that can take 2 to 3 hours to traverse wraps around the springs and natural environment, allowing visitors to explore in comfort. Although swimming is not allowed, visitors can take a dip at the nearby Sulphur Mountain, where hot springs have been developed for visitors. The Banff Gondola is also a popular outdoor excursion, providing a spectacular view of the Rocky Mountains and the Canadian wilderness. In town, Banff Avenue is the perfect place to wander. Boutique shops, world-class restaurants, cafes, and souvenir shops line this bustling main street. Santiago. The capital city of Chile, it sits in the valley area and is surrounded by snow-capped mountains in the Chilean Coast Range. The city's colonial core is home to 2 neoclassical landmarks. One of these also houses the National Museum of History, as well as the 18th century Metropolitan Cathedral. Santiago is filled with panoramic views that will not be seen in any other location. There are so many activities that can be done in Santiago. Fun, such as rock climbing and skiing. The national park is considered one of the main joys of the world. Santiago has foods that will soothe every palate that visits. The architecture alone is enough to marvel at, from 16th century to modern day designs. Visiting the wineries and having a wine tasting tour is the highlight of a good day around Santiago when it comes to traveling. Beijing. The ancient city of Beijing, China dates back over 3,000 years and contains one of China's most famous historical sites, the Great Wall. At 21,196 kilometers long, the Great Wall has been labeled one of the 7 wonders of the world, making it a must-see on your visit to Beijing, China. A close second is the Forbidden City, built during the Ming and Qing dynasty over 600 years ago. This gigantic ancient imperial palace contains an extensive museum, which sees approximately 14 million visitors per year. Close to the Forbidden City, Tiananmen Square can also be found. This 100-acre square is commonly added to visitors' itineraries due to its historical significance and proximity to the city center. After a long day of walking through the many historical sites, it is time for some local Beijing cuisine. Many visitors honor this occasion with succulent Beijing roast duck, or traditional jiaozi pork dumplings. Agra, along with Delhi and Jaipur, forms the Golden Triangle of India, so no journey to India is complete unless you visit this lovely city. Of course, when you're visiting Agra, you can't miss the famous Taj Mahal, which was built as a memorial to Mumtaz Mahal, the wife of Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. And if you want to admire the Taj Mahal's grandeur, go to the Moonlight Garden, also known as the Mehtab Bagh. Visit the Agra Fort, a UNESCO World Heritage Site constructed of red sandstone that gives it a stunning look. Itamarud Tomb, Dalas located on the banks of the Yamuna River, was the first monument to apply pietra dura, an Indian carving technique that uses semi-precious stones to create ornamental floral patterns in marble. Budapest. Divided by the river Danube is a central European city called Budapest that connects the Carpathian Hills with the Hungarian plain. This city is a popular destination for tourists from all around the world due to its cultural heritage and rich history. The city has been influenced by Western European cultures, with a strong emphasis on Central European architecture, which can be seen in its buildings and monuments. You can visit Budapest for its remarkable architecture, its museums, and its many thermal spas. The city has the largest number of thermal springs, which is why it is known as the spa capital of the world. Some of the most popular places to visit in the city are the Seychelles Baths, the House of Terror, St. Stephen's Basilica, and the Hungarian National Gallery. Sydney, the city that has got it all. No kidding. There are a few cities in the world that come close to Sydney. From natural beauty to heritage, history, culture, and modern life, Sydney has abundance in everything. Sydney is one of those places that you know you can't miss out on. Sydney has to offer some of the most delicious cuisines that you will find nowhere else in the entirety of Australia. Sydney Opera House is famous worldwide and is definitely a place worth visiting. The Rocks are the oldest part of Sydney, and the tour to Sydney is incomplete without visiting this place. Additionally, Sydney is a great destination for outdoor enthusiasts, with plenty of opportunities for hiking, cycling, and water sports. The nearby Blue Mountains and the Hunter Valley wine region are also popular day trip destinations. To put it simply, Sydney is a city that will keep you on your toes all the time because of how many fun and interesting places it has to offer. Brussels. Brussels is the capital of Belgium, and it is also the largest city in Belgium. It has a population of 2 million people, and it is divided into 19 communes or districts. Brussels has a rich history and culture that can be seen in its architecture, museums, festivals, food, art galleries, etc. It is also a premier tourist destination for both Europeans and international visitors alike. The city's name derives from the Dutch word Broeksele, which means muddy water, as the area was marshland before it was drained in medieval times. Now, this city is home to various charming tourist destinations. First, there's the famous Grand Palace, which mesmerizes the tourists with its striking architecture and giant halls. Without visiting the spectacular Notre-Dame du Sablon, admire Les Botaniques, and Palais Royal in Brussels, you cannot say you visited Brussels at all. Bogota, a sprawling, huge city with cobblestone-lined streets. There are multiple museums that are home to works of art, history, and culture. There's even a museum that is showcasing pieces of gold that are pre-Columbian times. Bogota is the capital and the largest city in Colombia. This city is also surrounded by beautiful natural scenery, including the Andes Mountains, which offer a range of outdoor activities, including hiking, skiing, and rock climbing. Tours are available by horse, walking, or other means. Visit the neighborhood with a rich cultural life and celebrations. Tourists can visit the Sanctuary, Bolivar Square, or the Salt Cathedral among a few locations. Visiting the nature parks is worth spending a whole day doing so. Bogota is a dynamic and fascinating city that is well worth a visit for anyone interested in exploring the rich culture, history, and beauty of South America. Havana. Half of my heart is in Havana. Oh wait, my heart is completely in Havana. Havana will capture your heart from the very first day. Cuba's capital has something for everyone, from landscapes to ecotourism activities for outdoor adventurers, to a golf course that hosts international tournaments every year, to international marinas with first-class services for the traveler who enjoys water activities and sports. Life in La Habana revolves around music, tradition, culture, national monuments, and natural wonders of immeasurable value. Travelers will find numerous architectural, cultural, and historical sites throughout its 15 districts, particularly in Playa, Plaza de la Revolucion, Centro Habana, Habana del Este, and Old Havana. Toronto. Canada's most populous city, Toronto is famous for its many skyscrapers and recognizable landmarks. Toronto's most notable landmark being the famous CN Tower. At 553 meters, the CN Tower has 33 stories, a lookout pod, and even boasts the world's highest hands-free walk experience. For those more interested to learn more about Canada's history, the 100-year-old Royal Ontario Museum located in downtown Toronto is the place to be. Containing over 6 million historical artifacts, the Royal Ontario Museum is a treasure trove of archaeological, geological, and paleontology history. If you would prefer to explore the history outdoors, take a stroll in the Distillery Historic District. Featuring 40 Victorian-era historical buildings, the Distillery Historic District combines art, entertainment, and exceptional dining, creating an indie lover's dream. Ho Chi Minh. If there is one place in Vietnam to visit, it is Ho Chi Minh. The city is chaotic with people, cars, motorbikes, and much more making a din of noise throughout the day. Yet, there is something charming in the chaos that engulfs the city. There are more than 8 million people living in Ho Chi Minh. Incredibly, the city has over 7 million motorbikes. Ho Chi Minh is vibrant and full of life. You can get almost anything you need in the city, with its bustling markets and shops. If you need a break from city life, you can visit the Mekong Delta, which is a few hours away from Ho Chi Minh. The river snakes through the Vietnamese countryside, and spending some time around it is a perfect escape. There are several museums dedicated to the Vietnam War that are a must. The War Remnants Museum and Cu Chi Tunnels Museum will give you an insight into the war like never before. Moscow. Standing on the Moskva River in the center of Russia is its capital and also its largest city, Moscow. It is one of the most visited cities in the world, and there are uncountable reasons to visit Moscow, but we will just mention a few of them. The city has a rich history and culture that you can explore by visiting the Kremlin, Red Square, Chamber of Facets, and Cathedral of the Savior on the Bor. The food here is also delicious. You should try some Russian food when you visit Moscow to get the full experience. And don't worry, the people are friendly and welcoming too. It's not uncommon to find someone who speaks English when you need help navigating through town. Delhi. The capital of India is known for its history, culture, and food. This city is divided into two sections, Old Delhi and New Delhi, which perfectly balance urban growth and old heritage. This city has a rich history that dates back to ancient times and is home to many historic sites. With its red sandstone appearance, Shah Jahan's Red Fort is without a doubt the most spectacular. Visit the Qutub Minar, India's tallest minaret, built in the 12th century for stunning views from the top, particularly at dusk. Another well-known landmark is the India Gate, which looks similar to the iconic French Arc de Triomphe and was built as a memorial to Indian soldiers who died in World War I. The Jama Masjid was the last building constructed by Emperor Shah Jahan and dates back to 1658. Cancun. If you want to experience a vacation like no other, then Cancun City should be at the top of your list of places to visit soon. Lying on the northeast coast of the Yucatan Peninsula, this amazing city is the beachfront resort capital of Mexico, giving you a tropical paradise as your backdrop. You can swim with the dolphins in Cancun, or you can enjoy a massage on the beach. Cancun is also a great hub for diving, fishing, and snorkeling. As well as that, if you're looking to learn more about Mayan culture, then this should be your go-to city. The city is divided into two district areas, each with its own image and distinguishing features. The architecture in each district reflects Cancun's rich history and heritage. The city also boasts a variety of cultural attractions, such as archaeological sites, museums, markets, and theaters. The most famous tourist sites to visit are Coba Ruins, Chichen Itza Archaeological Site, Cancun Underwater Museum. Berlin, capital of Germany and is one of the most popular cities in the world. Let us tell you why. With the Baltic Sea at its south and the Spree River running right through its center, Berlin is a historic city in Germany that is famous for its many museums and strong musical roots. The iconic architecture, vibrant streets, and multicultural society makes this German city a fascinating place to visit. The city is known for its outdoor life, as well as its nightlife and music scene. Even though every corner of this cozy city is worth visiting, some places that you should not miss are the Brandenburg Gate, the Museum of Fine Arts, the rebuilt Reichstag, Museum Island, and the Jewish Museum. Bure. Cascading from Mount Timor and looking down on the banks of the Osum River, Bure is a small town in Albania, famous for its beautiful landscapes, old buildings, and captivating tourist destinations. This town has a rich history dating back to prehistoric times and has been an important religious center for many centuries. Home to 69,000 individuals, Bure is also known as the City of the Thousand Windows, due to obvious reasons. The city is covered by whitewashed cobblestone houses with brown roofs and multiple windows. Apart from the scenic beauty, Bure has many tourist attractions. First, there is Bure Castle, which is a symbol of the town's symbolic architecture. However, most people come to Bure to see breathtaking views of the Albanian Alps. Other than that, the town has a number of churches and other religious buildings, as well as several museums and cafes. Vienna, lying just near the Danube River, is Europe's one of the most visited cities, known as Vienna, the capital of Austria. This city has a population of over 1.8 million people and has many tourist attractions. Vienna is a city of music, culture, and history. It's home to the Vienna State Opera, the Hofburg Palace, and more. The most famous sites in Vienna are St. Stephen's Cathedral, Schönbrunn Palace, the Wiener Riesenrad Ferris wheel, and the Naschmarkt food market. Each of these places has its own specialty. St. Stephen's Cathedral is known for its majestic towers that rise up to adorn the skyline of Vienna. Schönbrunn Palace is a beautiful representation of the imperial lifestyle. You might think the Wiener Reisenrad Ferris wheel is just a regular Ferris wheel, but it is not. It is one of the oldest Ferris wheels in the world, standing high for almost a century now. Now you can see why Vienna is the most visited city. Barcelona. The city of Spain boasts remarkable old buildings, great culture scenes, wonderful Mediterranean climate, and stunning beaches. The Sagrada Familia Church is by far the most famous attraction in Barcelona, as it is the most famous example of Gaudi's work. Sagrada Familia captivates everyone with its sheer beauty and incredible Gothic and contemporary architectural styles. The expedited construction, which began in 1882, is anticipated to be completed by 2026. Another remarkable design by Gaudi, Park Güell, providing visitors with magnificent view of the city. The best way to explore the top attractions, learn about the city's history and culture, is to sign up for a walking tour. La Rambla, Barcelona's most well-known street, is another option for you to explore. It is a bustling area full of restaurants, boutique shops, and shops selling anything from clothing and flowers to souvenirs and specialty goods. Nassau. The Bahamas capital and the main settlement of New Providence Island is the beating heart of the Bahamas Islands, and it hides an exciting array of top things to do in Nassau, Bahamas. With over 700 islands making up the Bahamas archipelago, Nassau is an ideal starting point for visiting the Bahamas Out Islands, and Bahamas Air Tours offers Bahamas day trips by plane to the Exumas and Harbor Island, the two most popular islands to visit. Apart from the beaches of Nassau, it's easy to overlook the rich history and culture that lies beyond the gleaming hotels and towering resorts on Nassau and Paradise Island. Nassau has a diverse history, culture, and cuisine. There is no better way to learn about Bahamian culture. Niagara Falls. With one of Canada's most stunning views, Niagara Falls is an alluring city for tourists to visit. The city is popular for its world-famous landmark, a series of waterfalls violently pouring off a ledge that is all 99 feet tall. While this city is known for its waterfalls, there is much more to explore than just the falls. Scattered throughout the city are various entertainment spots that should not be missed. To enjoy the city to its fullest, you can explore the Safari Niagara, hike atop Clifton Hill, visit the botanical gardens, or take a whirlpool aerocar ride up to Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls also has the famous Maid of the Mist boat ride, which takes you on a river tour and provides magnificent views. All in all, this dreamy city is the perfect getaway for vacationers. Hong Kong. As a former British colony, Hong Kong is a fusion of Western and Chinese cultures and traditions. Even spoken languages diverge from mainland China, as Cantonese is the primary language spoken by Hong Kong residents rather than Mandarin. Historically, Buddhism has been known as Hong Kong's major religion. This is reflected in the many monuments and statues paying homage to Lord Buddha. One of the most famous Buddhist sites in Hong Kong is Tian Tan Buddha, a massive bronze statue which was erected in 1993 on Lantau Island. Of course, not only are the temples and monuments breathtaking, but so is the city itself. The many skyscrapers and architectural structures are a sight to behold. For photos in an optimal viewpoint, Victoria Peak is a prime location. From the lookout point, you will be gifted with a gorgeous view of the city skyline, especially at sunrise and sunset. For cuisine, visitors won't be disappointed. Dim sum, sweet and sour pork, and various roasted meat, including chicken, pork, duck, and beef, are commonly found throughout the city. Andorra la Vella. With a long history, Andorra is located in the Pyrenees Mountains and is one of the most scenic areas of the world. The country is known for its medieval towns, ski resorts, hiking trails, and breathtaking views. There are many things to see and do in Andorra, from skiing to wine tasting to outdoor activities. The first place you should visit is the Casa de Laval, which is a medieval fortress. This place is now a museum that lets you take a glimpse of the city's fascinating history. If you're ready for a day out, head to Rec del Sola for some skiing and explore the mountain trails. If you would rather explore the city's history and culture, you can go to Plaza del Poble. Bali. Indonesia has 17,000 islands, and Bali is the most sought after by tourists. Millions of tourists descend on Bali each year for its beautiful beaches, history, culture, and cuisine. The beaches and natural beauty of Bali bring many tourists to the island. Bali's beaches are idyllic and perfect for lounging around all day long. Nusa Dua is one of the most visited beaches, but Bali also has hidden gems off the beaten path. You can find one of these secret locations for your own private time. Away from the beaches, you will find mountains and forests to explore. Waterfalls, rice paddies, and canyons help make up the extraordinary landscape. Once you finish exploring nature, then you can see the cultural side of the island, with trips to temples, museums, and more. Amsterdam. If you have always loved the canals of Venice, you should definitely visit Amsterdam in the Netherlands as well. Did you know that this city actually has more canals than Venice? It has 165 of them, which have a length of more than 60 miles when you combine all of them. There are a lot of things to do and see in Amsterdam. You can visit some museums, for example, like the Rijksmuseum, or visit a popular highlight nearby called Keukenhof. This is one of the largest flower gardens in the world. There are a lot of unique foods you should also try in Amsterdam, like stroopwafels with your coffee, or bitterballen, for example. Lastly, biking is really popular in the Netherlands, and especially Amsterdam, so rent a bike during your visit and explore the city. Mikumi National Park, Tanzania's fourth largest national park. The park can be found between the Uluguru and Lumangongo Mountains. Its location near Dar es Salaam makes it the ideal national park to visit for travelers with time constraints. You will find diverse wildlife living in the national park. Zebras, antelope, impalas, buffalo, and many more animals call Mikumi home. One of the most unique activities you can do in Mikumi is to have a picnic. There are picnic sites throughout Mikumi, giving you the chance to sit down, eat, and watch the wildlife roam around you. There are also cultural activities that take place in the park. You will have the chance to watch local native groups perform dances, poetry, and more. The park is known for its game drives, which allow you to sit in the comfort of a 4x4 while traveling down the dirt trails that wind through the park. You will be able to see lions close up from the 4x4. Mikumi National Park also offers you the opportunity to enjoy nature walks and camping throughout the year. Prague, the capital of Czechia with its dramatic medieval architecture, cobblestone roads, and countless bridges, the city of Prague can easily fill a multi-day vacation. From nightlife to museums, everyone can find something exciting to do in this central European hub. Start by visiting the Old Town, Stare Mesto, which is home to the famous astronomical clock, the Art Nouveau-style municipal house, and much more. After that, you can venture into New Town, Nove Mesto, and browse the historic Wenceslas Square. As a cultural center, Prague has many major museums, including the Franz Kafka Museum and the Museum of Contemporary Arts. Prague is also world famous for its beer. You'll rarely be further than a few stops from a cozy pub or bar where you can sip on a lager. Of course, there is no shortage of great food, as there are over 25 Michelin-star restaurants in this cosmopolitan city. Miami, the second most populated city in Florida. It has been and will likely always be considered one of the top vacation spots in the United States. When most locations will lay claim to having something for everybody, Miami proves it by having exactly that. Little Havana has the highly caffeinated energy within. South Beach in Miami has trendy nightlife and access to the Art Deco district. The shopping seems endless. There are mega malls, small shopping centers, and personalized shopping areas. Water sports wait for those that desire deep-sea fishing, water skiing, swimming, and paddleboarding. Of course, one cannot forget the coastal beach area. Obviously, the top attraction in Miami, Florida would have to be the water activities. Snorkeling gives tourists a view of sea life and gorgeous aquatic plants. There are museums to honor almost everything Miami is known for. Pattaya, known as Thailand's most famous beach resort town. You can reach it from Bangkok, as the two cities are just 200 kilometers apart. Pattaya was once a low-key vacation destination for Thai people. American soldiers found the tranquil island during the Vietnam War during leave. Since then, it has become a popular destination for travelers from around the globe. Jomtien Beach or Naklua are the perfect places for families to spend their days. The beaches are quaint and relaxing, and you will find plenty of amenities. Walking Street is the center of Pattaya's entertainment. However, this is an area designed for adult travelers rather than family. Pattaya is kid-friendly, with plenty of attractions families can enjoy. The Nong Noosh Tropical Botanical Garden, Big Gold Buddha, and Coral Island are all perfect places for families to see. Rome, the capital of Italy, and is a city full of history, art, and culture. There are plenty of things to see and do, making it the perfect destination for a long weekend getaway. Some of the most popular tourist attractions include the Colosseum, the Vatican Museums, and the Sistine Chapel. For those interested in historical sites, the Roman Forum and the Palatine Hill are also worth a visit. Shopping and dining are also popular activities in Rome, with both high-end stores and local boutiques dotting the cityscape. And of course, no trip to Rome would be complete without sampling some of the delicious food for which Italy is famous. From pizza and pasta to gelato and espresso, there are endless ways to indulge in the city's culinary delights. Whether you're looking to explore ancient ruins or simply enjoy some good food and shopping, Rome has something for everyone. Seoul, the capital of South Korea, Seoul is known as a large and diverse metropolis. Popular worldwide due to the musical hit Gangnam Style, Seoul's upscale and modern Gangnam district contains many high-end restaurants, shopping centers, and a rich demographic. Due to Seoul's history as the country's capital, it is also the location of several of the country's most elaborate places. Some of the most notable places to visit include Deoksugung Palace, Changnyeonggung Palace, and Changdeokgung Palace. Villages, shrines, gates, and structures can also be found throughout the city, making signing up for a tour a great way to visit all the most popular sites in one fell swoop. For foodies, street food is common and a great way to indulge in South Korean comfort food. Tteokbokki, sundae, and gimbap are popular dishes to try and can be found in most outdoor markets. For indoor dining, indulge in Korean barbecue. Having become widely popular in the West, Korean barbecue is a fun way to dine, while also being entertained. Minsk, the capital of Belarus, an East European country with a long history. It is located on the banks of the Neman River and is one of the best travel destinations if you want to witness Soviet architecture. The old buildings in Minsk are mainly made of stone or brick, but some are made of iron and glass. These buildings are decorated with carvings, statues, and other details that make them stand out as unique. The most visited tourist spot in Minsk is the Museum Strana Mini, which showcases miniature versions of Belarus castles, Island of Tears, which comprises various monuments and statues, and the National Library of Belarus are two other most visited places in this beautiful city. Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the center of the United States film and television industry. That alone gives you a reason to visit. The chances of coming across an actor or musician as you walk down the sidewalk are better than winning the lottery. Shopping is the dream of many with the top-rated stores and fashion in the industry. With a connotation of fun and sun, there is always something exciting happening. There are water sports and activities. Vintage Hollywood is a must-see for all. The theme parks, beaches, and perfect weather year-round make Los Angeles the perfect location. The world-famous Chinese theater and the captivating Hollywood Walk of Fame are places that everyone should visit. Paramount Studio is believed to be the only film and television studio left in Hollywood. Los Angeles will always be known as the City of Angels. Tokyo. The capital city of Japan is Tokyo, and you truly must visit it sometime. As the capital city of Japan, Tokyo is a vibrant and bustling metropolis with a unique blend of traditional and modernity. Not only is it the capital city of Japan, but it's the largest city as well, thanks to the 14 million people that are living there. This is actually 11% of the total population of Japan. Tokyo is also known for its technological innovations and futuristic architecture. Tokyo is a food lover's paradise with a wide variety of cuisine on offer, from traditional Japanese dishes like sushi and ramen to international cuisine. There's a lot you can do and see in this city, so make sure you plan enough days for your trip. Tokyo has a rich cultural heritage and a fascinating history. Visitors can explore the city's many historic sites, such as the Imperial Palace, Meiji Shrine, and Senso-ji Temple, which are all steeped in history and tradition. Cairo. Located on the Nile River, Cairo is a huge sprawling city that is the capital of Egypt. Cairo is a historical town and is known for many great things. The Giza complex of pyramids. This complex of pyramids holds one of the new 7 wonders of the world. This would be the Great Pyramid of King Khufu. There is also the Great Sphinx statue and the House of Mummification. There is so much more to Cairo than the pyramids alone. Cairo is home to 1,000 minarets. The minaret is the tower top that is on mosques and other houses of religion. Other buildings in Cairo had the same great architecture type. The Museum of Egyptian History would be a visit that could last all day, especially if you love history. The cuisine in Cairo is astounding and well worth the time to sit and enjoy. Many different restaurants serve up many types of cuisine, from Egyptian to Japanese, Chinese, and even Mediterranean and vegetarian. Istanbul. This beautiful city of Turkey is a cultural and historic center that dates back to the 7th century BCE. With such a long history, Istanbul is filled with fascinating architecture, art, and neighborhood. One must-see is the Hagia Sophia Mosque, a building that has both Islamic and Christian elements due to its long past. Visit the Blue Mosque, founded in 1616, the Kora Church, which has beautiful mosaics and frescoes, and the Topkapi Palace, while sightseeing as well. For a huge taste of culture, travelers should visit the Grand Bazaar, where merchant stalls fill several hallways. To see a stunning overhead view of Istanbul, visit the Galata Tower. The gastronomy is amazing too. Try local foods such as pied, Turkish pizza, and kebabs. Another great thing to round out your visit is a cruise on the Bosphorus River, where you can see the city from a different perspective. Kuala Lumpur. Finally, we've arrived at the renowned Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia's stellar capital. Its most famous feature is the Petronas Twin Towers and its sky bridge and observation deck. The moment you step out of the airport, Kuala Lumpur's landscape will take your breath away. It's known for having a center, which is the Golden Triangle. This includes Bukit Bintang, KLCC, and Chinatown. The city is overall known for its sky-reaching skyscrapers and its colonial-style buildings. People come for the malls, for the numerous stalls of world-famous street food or upscale restaurants, and even the famous Peddling Street flea market. The glass and metal city soon gives way to a green paradise. You'll soon find out. The 400 years old Batu Caves are a must-visit, and so are the waterfalls, the ancient Sri Mahamariamman Temple, and the Kuala Lumpur Bird Park. New York City. One of the most iconic cities in the world, known for its towering skyscrapers, bustling streets, world-class museums, and vibrant cultural scene. New York City is quite a large portion of New York State. It is situated where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Hudson River. This is an iconic location filled with many attractions to visit. Take a picture by and enjoy the history of each. Central Park is close to the largest public park in any state of the United States. There is enough space for walking the dogs, listening to concerts, staying physically fit, plus even more. New York City is also home to 3 of the most iconic attractions of the world. The Statue of Liberty is near the coastline. New York City is also known for its diversity, with people from all over the world calling it home. This makes it a great place to experience different cultures and cuisines. Singapore. Technically a country, Singapore is a popular tourist destination for visitors from around the world. This sovereign island boasts 6 million residents, which are all contained in a small area of only 728.6 kilometers squared. Skyscrapers fill this densely populated city, which is known as one of the most expensive places to live in the world. Even though Singapore is densely populated, that doesn't mean it lacks natural wonders. The Cloud Forest, National Orchid Garden, and Botanic Garden are all beautiful, natural sights that allow you to take a moment and escape the city landscape. It wouldn't be right, though, to visit Singapore without trying its world-famous street food. Singapore's national dish, chicken rice, is one of the most popular purchases by locals and visitors at street vendors, with char kway teow coming in a close second. Dubai. One of the most modern cities in the world and known as a luxurious city, Ferraris, tall skyscrapers, man-made islands, and whatnot. It is a city that is changing all the time. New skyscrapers are being built, and the city is trying to become even bigger and grander. The city has the tallest building in the world, which is Burj Khalifa, and you can visit that Burj Khalifa with magical fountain show while visiting Dubai Mall, which is one of the largest shopping malls in the world. You can also experience the world's largest indoor theme park, the IMG Worlds of Adventure. And if you're interested in outdoor activities, you can go skiing at Ski Dubai, or take a desert safari to explore the city's natural beauty. You can visit Blue Waters, and there you will see the iconic Ain Dubai, which is the world's tallest Ferris wheel. Visit Marina, where you will get beautiful views of tall skyscrapers and yachts. From there, go to the JBR beach for some water activities or relaxation. Paris. Famously referred to as the City of Love, Paris is known for its winding streets, romantic restaurants, and elegant cafes along the Seine. It's not just the capital of France, it's one of the world's cultural, financial, artistic, and gastronomic centers. Throughout 20 arrondissements, districts, there's so much area to roam. Discover the stunning Cathédrale Notre-Dame de Paris, Sainte-Chapelle, and the Arc de Triomphe for centuries-old architecture. Art lovers can spend hours in the world-renowned Louvre and the Musée d'Orsay. Of course, you can't miss the iconic Eiffel Tower. A particularly charming part of Paris is Montmartre, which for decades has been an artistic hub for painters such as Picasso and Matisse. Make sure to soak up the Parisian atmosphere at the Luxembourg Gardens or a cafe along the Seine. No matter what you're looking for, Paris will no doubt satisfy you. London. London is absolutely jam-packed with experiences to do as a major world city. Famous landmarks in the downtown area include Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, the Churchill War Rooms, Tower Bridge, the London Eye, the British Museum, and Westminster Abbey. Hyde Park is a beautiful green space in the city that can give travelers a break from sightseeing. London is a huge and diverse city with many different neighborhoods. Camden is an alternative culture hub with tons of street food. Soho has thriving nightlife and many theaters. Shoreditch is a trendy area full of bars, cafes, and cool shops. Piccadilly Circus has huge theaters and a Ripley's Believe It or Not. Catch some great shopping on the extremely busy Oxford Street. A fun way to get an overarching view of the city is by taking a leisurely guided cruise on the River Thames. Bangkok, the epicenter of backpacker travel in Asia. It is a melting pot of cultures and people from all over the globe. The city is unique, and a stay in Bangkok isn't like visiting any other Asian location. Thailand has its own culture thanks to a lack of colonization. Thailand wasn't colonized by Western nations, which kept it unique compared to other countries on the continent. Bangkok is home to the world's largest Chinatown. It is a sight to see as a little piece of China is dropped right in the middle of the Thai city. You won't want to miss the city's one-of-a-kind landmarks, such as the reclining Buddha and Wat Arun. The street food in Bangkok is divine, as local cuisine can be found at budget-friendly prices. The street food is so good and diverse, you can eat all 3 meals from a local stall.